Hello guys.
Hello.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down.
So for today's video, we've got a very exciting little Q&A we've got planned, and the questions...
Bit savage.
I'm
ready
got
to
in
go
hard.
in. I'm ready also, like, Al has no other choice than to answer them. I get to choose what we ask.
Yeah, so what's happening is obviously I did a little Q&A over on Instagram, so if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you do so you can be involved in it next time round. But I've asked those questions on Instagram, and you guys have actually gone in. Like, I've been scared about answering these questions all freaking morning.
I've had a look. I've had a little look, and they are savage.
But I haven't actually looked at the questions, so I just know you guys. I know you guys would have gone absolutely in on me trying to find everything out. So a little bit scared, but thought it'd be a fun little YouTube video. Just have a nice little catch up, I think. Like, answer the questions that all the people have been wanting to know. I'm scared.
I'm actually scared for you. I really hope no one you know watches this video.
Mum, if you're watching, turn this off right now. This is not the one for you.
PG.
This is not for you. We're also doing the same video on Liv's channel, so I'm going to be asking the same things to Liv.
I'm actually scared that you're going first because I'm going to be savage to you, and then you're going to be like, fine, I'm going to get
I'll
you
go in
back.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you want to watch her video, I'll leave it down the description because it's like basically like a two-parter. So if you watch this one, you have to watch her one. It's only right. Let me give you my phone. I'm terrified. It's taken everything in me to not go through these questions over the last 24 hours. Right, do your best.
Okay, slay. Okay, best and worst thing about social media being your job?
Quite a good question, to be fair.
It's a very good question.
I'd say the best thing, should we start with best? We'll both do a best. I think the best thing is there's so many good things about it being your job.
Yeah.
Like, can I give
countless.
three?
Yeah.
The number one is genuinely the community of people you build. Like, the amount of people that I've met through social media. Like, every single follower I've ever met has been so lovely. Like,
yeah.
And it's like, you actually make friends.
Like-minded people as well.
But yeah, so I met, like, all my friends now I've met through social media. Like, I met you through social media. I've met all the girls that I'm friends with through social media. So it's such a good way of meeting people. But also just, like, being able to get your message out to people and helping people.
Know that you're helping people and that your, like, content and your, I guess, bad experiences in a way, in the sense of, like, we both struggled, can actually, it's actually
be twisted and make a positive. So we wouldn't be able to do our social media without having those bad experiences. Completely. So I kind of think, like, it's put a positive twist on it. So I'm like, if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't be able to help people. Yeah. And I love being able to help people. So I think probably the number one best thing is the fact that you can, like,
knowing you're helping,
actually help other people's lives, but also just the community you build from it, and, like, the friends I've made from it is, like, I don't even know what I would be doing. Like, if I didn't do social media,
oh my God, I
wouldn't know you. I wouldn't have any friends.
I'd be sat in some office.
I'd be sat in the office I was in, like, 2 years ago, wanting to die.
How weird is it that, like, when you start it, you don't really think, oh, this is gonna
post some silly little videos on my account. I used to do recipes.
No idea. But I think that's why everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason. Cheers to that.
I think the flexibility of the job, like the ability to do the job from anywhere, and I think, like, we kind of get to take advantage of that, and that we can go away but still work. And it's quite nice when you go away and work because it kind of gives you a focus sometimes. Like when you're on holiday, like, you're like, you still create content, and it's like new and different content, and it's
because
really
it can get really samey, I think, if you're, like, in the same place. Like, I'm always in London. Gym. Everything can be really samey. Like, someone commented on my video the other day, like, why is your content always the same? I was like,
that hurts. That kind of comment hurts.
Like, in my brain, I'm also telling myself the same, but it's really hard.
When I'm like, this is the same background for, like, the 5th time, but I hope no one realises.
It's really difficult. Like, trying to think of a new idea. That's actually one thing I don't like about it. Should we go to the dislikes?
Yeah, this is the juicy bit, I think.
I feel like the general answer to this would be, like, trolls, but I actually don't really care about that.
I don't mind that much. You know what I was going to say, actually, a benefit? I think I've become so much more confident in myself and my insecurities, because I think I've learnt that, like, by sharing it, it's opened the conversation.
I literally used to be too anxious to go inside a gym, and now I'm there getting my fucking belly out.
No,
I don't care.
My friends are always like, you have become so, like, much louder and more confident through doing the job. And I think that's why, with trolls, then I'm like,
I don't care.
Yeah, because you get so many nice comments. Yeah, so trolls, I think
the negative,
get so many nice comments.
Yeah, trolls, they're not that bothering anymore. I wouldn't really say that as my number one thing that I dislike.
I just block them.
Yeah.
I just
like, read it. I'm
if
like,
anyone offends me, I'm like, block.
The only reason I don't like trolls, like, it doesn't get to me, but what I hate is, especially with the style of content that I do, which is trying to give other women confidence,
then
is
when
if
you
they
see someone else read that comment,
and they're, like, calling me a pig or a whale or whatever,
so
it then's gonna get to
when
them.
It gets, like, viral and out of control like that. post
you can't
that
do
we did,
anything about
and it was
it.
like 45 million views. And honestly, the comments were like every
Awful.
10 minutes. But you just
Every 10 minutes, they were like every 10 seconds.
They could not do damage control. Like there was so
I was
many.
trying, so I was probably spending 3 hours a day trying to do damage control on that one video. It was taking over my life. I don't know what my worst part is.
Oh, I would say sometimes being self-employed can get lonely, but I feel like we've got
better
around
with that.
Yeah.
I think probably, if I had to say the biggest downside, it's just the fact that it's so non-stop.
Yeah.
Like, my brain does not turn off.
Oh my God, my brain doesn't turn off.
Like,
you go on, like
I'm up working until 3 a.m. No, like, literally. And even when we go on holiday, we're not on holiday.
What I would say as well is I don't think a lot of people understand quite how demanding a job it is. Like, I think a lot of people think, oh, Liv has no work, Liv's free.
Yeah,
I'm like,
all the time.
I'm drowning right now because I'm self-employed. So if this work doesn't get done, nothing's getting done.
Like, we're so blessed, but like, say this is us actually working. Like, we're lucky because we're friends with each other and we do the same job. But I think
it looks fun.
Yeah, a lot of the time it's people that I'm friends with that don't do social media just assume because I'm self-employed, oh, you're free on Tuesday, let's do something. I'm like, no, I've got 18 hours of work.
I'm like working on the weekend.
Yeah, like I'll be working, like the thing is I hate calling it work because like some of that's going to the gym and like, but that is part of the job. But like I am non-stop working 18 hours a day and your brain constantly has to be thinking of like new content ideas, and then you're always trying to be a little bit different.
Every time you're scrolling on Instagram, like that's actually kind of work.
And it's like trying to be like, I know you'll agree with me on this, but you have to be one step ahead of people, and it's so different. Like trying to create content that people haven't already done is so hard. And say a lot of the time you'll be like, oh my God, I've got such a good new idea.
Don't even get me started on this. I could go. Instagram's basically become an echo chamber.
It's
if you have a good idea,
hard.
someone will recreate it the next day, and then their post will get like double the amount of views.
Like,
and
you think you've got a really cool idea. And then somebody just steals it. And it's like, I spend probably like 3-4 hours a day trying to think of new content ideas, think of ways to like make my content different, post
and when you find something,
and then everyone's doing the same thing.
Yes, and you're like, this is a really good reel.
Yeah, and then you post it, and the next day 5 other people have done it, and you're like
it's like
draining.
Demoralizing, especially I think, when you're in a bit of an Instagram rut, and then suddenly you're like, oh, amazing, I've got a really good idea, and then you post it, and then there's no copyright.
I honestly have just started blocking people. It's really bad.
There was this one girl, I obviously won't say her name, literal copy, like so many people sent it to me, and the worst thing is like her video.
Wait, this isn't the same the girl that copied our video, is it?
No. Her video,
it happens all the time.
Her video was doing better than mine, and I was like, oh my God, it was like word for word, I can't even describe. I then was like, you know what, because I normally do just block, but then I was like, I actually will message her and be like, hey, like I completely get taking the inspiration, but it's
I think that's the difference. But people, it's a very big crossover of there's taking inspiration and there's outright copying something. They're two very different things. The thing is, I think a lot of people don't realise this is a creative job. If you want to be a content creator, you need to be creative. And going on Instagram, finding a video you like and copying it is not being a creative. Yeah. I'll go on social media and I'll just see someone that's like, I showed you the account that like word for word had copied everything. Every single video was like my video. And I was like, it gets to the point that I'm like, at some point, like, you have to respect your creativity and your job enough to be like, you know what, like, I will just create a little bit of drama. You know what I mean? If it becomes drama that I blocked you, that's fine. Because it's my business at the end of the day. The way I said it to this girl that did it once is, if Nike released a campaign, and the day after, Adidas released the same campaign, like, I get the fact that the point of our videos is to help people, but it gets to the point that, like, if someone copies your campaign identically, it's still going to help people, but that's your whole creativity, your whole ideas, your whole brain just copied and pasted like nothing. I think that's what pisses me off.
Yeah, I agree.
We've been speaking that for 10 minutes. We found something we're very passionate on here.
Oh my God. How old was your first kiss?
Yeah, I think I was literally 15. Like, I was quite like, I think that's quite a decent age to have your first kiss. Like, that's not including the like primary school kissing someone like behind the thing. Yeah.
11's quite young, I think.
But even I look back when I was 15 and like, I thought I was so old. Like, I was like one of the last people in my friendship groups to like kiss anybody, and I was like so embarrassed about it. Oh my God, and I'm like, I look back, I'm like, you're still such a baby, like, don't do it.
I know, I look back, I'm like, what the hell? Like, I even knew what sex was back then. Like, that's
I feel like there's such a pressure put on stuff like that. Like, I'm quite glad that I didn't just give in and just kiss I guess it's not really that deep, but like just kiss whoever. I would look back now and like, it's really not that deep.
I'm not still friends with the person I kissed. Why is everyone obsessed with juice?
Yeah, I think it's because I said juicy. I said juicy Q&A and everyone's asking me questions about different types of juice.
Oh, wait, I like this one. Wait, this is funny. Would you rather greet people by sniffing their butt or slapping their face?
Slapping their face.
You definitely... I think I'll go slap face as well.
Who asked that? That's my client.
That's hilarious. What's the worst date you've been on and why? I don't think I know the answer to this.
This is so bad. I tell everyone this. If the guy is watching...
Sorry.
Not even sorry. Actually not sorry, because what the actual fuck was this? But God. Basically, it was this guy, I really fancied him, right? He lived in Birmingham. Obviously, I live in London, so he's really far away. This is a bit of a backstory. I was in Nottingham, went to like a festival with my friends. This was probably when I was like 19, I think. And this guy drove from Birmingham to Nottingham to see me for an hour. And I was like, this is it.
Oh my God,
this
get
is
you a man.
My husband.
Green fucking flags.
Literally, green flags. He's driven an hour and a half to see me. All my friends thought I was going to get fucking like kidnapped. I was like, guys, I have to do this. Like, I think this is the man of my dreams. And I was like, the date was really weird. Like, I wouldn't even call that a date. Like, I was just chilling with his car, like, met him, like, knew he wasn't a catfish kind of vibes. And then we were like, oh, we'll plan to do something, like, in London. And then he drove down to London.
Why is he driving?
And we'd booked a hotel, so...
Okay.
Not good. Really worst idea ever. To take this from me, do not do that. Do not book a hotel with someone you have met for an hour. The worst thing I've ever done, without a doubt. But yeah, so basically, met him in Westfield, Stratford, and we went to TGI Fridays. I'm a vegetarian girl. You can't really do TGI Fridays. At this time, this was like 6 years ago. There wasn't any like vegetarian options. So I had to get a spicy bean burger. Do you know how embarrassing that is to order a spicy bean burger on your first date?
Yeah, that is a bit ick.
I got the ick of myself, and he was like, why have you ordered that? And I was like, I'm vegetarian. This part of the date was the worst bit, right? Well, actually not the worst bit, but like it was bad. He basically sat there. I was like, what are you gonna get? Bearing in mind this guy's about, like 22 years old. Like he's grown. He should know what he's doing. He sat on this table in the middle of TGI Fridays, got his knife and fork, and was going, chicken dippers, loudly in front of the whole restaurant. Everyone was staring at us. Like, it's not a big TGI Fridays. He was screaming it. And I was sat there like,
no, that's like something you
I was like
hear on a podcast, and you're like,
on?
How does that even happen?
Screaming chicken dippers at the top of his lungs, like in TGI Fridays. I was like, what?
Wait, what?
Literally, what the fuck?
Like,
and I was
how
like,
do you react to that?
I think I just was sat still, like.
I don't know.
I was like, can I leave? And then, like, after that, like, he was just so self-absorbed. Like, his entire conversation was about him, me, I. And I was just sat there, I was like,
narcissist.
I do not want to be here. And I was like, there's a freaking hotel booked.
Oh my
God,
stop it.
Back in this day and age, I was very insecure, right? Very insecure. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go. Like, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And I was like, I didn't know how to say no. I'm still really bad at saying no, but like, I'm a lot better now than I was then. I would not have been able to sit there and say I'm not coming back with you. Like, I would not be able to have said that.
Me too, I was such people please.
So I was like, I'm just gonna have to, like, that's it. I'm gonna have to go and do the deed with him. I can't stand this guy, but like, I'm gonna have to. And it was so bad. Like, we then went like shopping, and I was just like, he tried to like hold my hand. I was like, oh God, like get off me. Like, I got the ick so badly because he was shouting chicken dippers. Then we had to go back to this hotel. Guys, this is actually really bad. Like, so I was icked out. I didn't even know what the ick was then, but I was like, I am done with this situation. And the issue was, right, so he had his car, I had my car. There was not enough parking spaces, so he blocked my car in. So even if I wanted to leave, I could not leave. Like, there was no way I could leave. And I was like, oh my God. I didn't bring a phone charger, because me being me, forgot the phone charger, forgot everything.
You sound like me.
My phone died, and my friends thought I was getting kidnapped. Like, my friends were like, because I was obviously texting them, like, I need to leave, like, I can't be here, can someone pick me up, like, I need to get out of the situation, because the guy was just being so weird. So my phone was dead, he wasn't speaking to me, like, we were literally sat in silence, it was that awkward, like, so, it was the worst thing ever. We were just sat in silence on this freaking date. My phone was dead, I had nothing to do, he put Family Guy on, and I was like, don't even like Family Guy, but I've got nothing else to do, so I was just sat there and I was like, right, I'm going to pretend to go to sleep. Pretended to go to sleep. All of a sudden, I got a kiss. I was like, oh my God.
No!
I was like, oh no. I was like, I thought this was like off the cards. We haven't spoken for the last 2 hours.
Fuck.
He like kissed me, and I, as I said, I'm a yes man. I didn't know how to stop this, so I kissed him back. Whatever happens. And I was like, I need to fucking leave. And then I just couldn't leave. So I slept, woke up in the morning, and I was like, oh, it's time to check out. He was like, oh, they never check. And I was like, I need to leave. I was like, I need to leave. I was like, oh no, is that the time? I've got chair today. And he was like, you said you didn't have chair. And I was like, no, I do.
I do now.
I do. I need to leave. And then he was like, getting his car. He was like, oh, it's been so lovely seeing you. And he was like, we should do this again next weekend. I was like,
oh, no.
Have we been in the same situation? Have we actually been in the same situation? And then he was like, I've got to go and drop something like an hour away. Do you want to come with me? And I was like, what the fuck? Right. I was like, no. Anyway, I was like, I need to freaking leave. As soon as I drove out that car park, I was sobbing. I was like, that was the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Like, I need to learn to stick up for myself and know when to say, like, I need to leave.
Would you say that was like a turning point?
Turning point, but also I was still really bad at it. I've always been bad at it.
Me too.
But awful. I literally drove to my best friend's house and just sat in his room and sobbed for about an hour. I was like, what happened? But yeah, that's my nice little long story, but that was my worst date story.
That is pretty
so bad. Do not book a hotel with someone on a first date. No, it was technically a second date, which is why I was like, it's technically okay.
It's fine.
If I was to date now, I'd give it at least 10 fucking dates.
Oh God, I'd
like, there's no bloody way.
I'm not gonna lie, there is something like, I am all for like empowerment, do whatever you want.
Yeah, do what the frick you want.
But I do think there is something to be said, from my own experiences, the longer I'm with them, the more they fall in love.
I think because when I was 19, I was just very like naive, and I was just like, if I shag him as soon as possible, he's going to be obsessed with me.
But I think about why you're wanting to sleep with them. Is it to get their validation, or is it because you actually just want sex? You know, if it's because you actually want to, go
slay,
wild,
go girl,
go for it.
Do your thing.
If it's validation and then they don't message you the next day, you feel like absolute
That's happened far too many times to me. Oh my God, because I was so insecure that I was like,
no,
it's going to build me up, it's going to make me feel good.
Yeah, just being like,
I will tell you now, sex does not give you validation. No. Whatever the situation, it will only make you, it's never going to give you what you're looking for unless you're like, just like, I just want to have sex with somebody.
I also think there's something, I don't know, everyone's different, but really nice in building a connection with someone and then you sleep together and it's so much better.
I think aging has taught me that.
God, we're so old. I sound like my mum. Like, this kind of stuff my mum would tell me when I was younger, and I was like, yeah, right. Like, no. I'm just gonna shag who I want.
I would just go with whoever I want whenever I want.
Literally.
But no.
Okay.
Yeah. Learn the lesson from us. If you're literally having sex with someone for your own validation and not because you want to, because you think that it may make them like you more or anything like that. Also, why do you want a man that you think you have to impress with sex?
Yeah. Why do you want to give them that?
No. Fuck men.
They don't deserve that.
Men don't deserve you.
You deserve more than that.
Pleasure yourself instead.
Would you consider opening an OnlyFans account?
Why did I tell you I would be the richest woman in the entire world if I did an OnlyFans?
Oh my God.
I'd probably get DM'd that about 5 times a day. No joke. Like, what is it about me and men wanting me to do OnlyFans? But no. Sorry, I would not do an OnlyFans. That is not. Unless, you know, I've seen some people do OnlyFans that are like, it's just exclusive content. But I feel like it's got that.
It's got that bad rap. Like, as soon as you say OnlyFans,
if you had an OnlyFans and you were like, it's just for content, I'd be like, bullshit. Jack shit. Like, there's no way.
You're doing something else on that as well. Yeah,
like, I love it for other people, but personally, God, I'm dating a Muslim man, guys. Like, firstly, for myself, I would not personally do it. Like, but if I started doing OnlyFans, my Muslim boyfriend would be out ASAP, like soon as just gone. But also, that's not really the reason. Like, I don't think I'd ever do it.
I just think it's just a negative. Deal with the extra content.
Yeah, too much content, and also I'm a pillow princess at the end of the day. Like, I am very much pillow princess. Like, I'm not wild in any way. Like, I'm actually fine for like I would literally me doing an OnlyFans would be the most boring thing you've ever seen. Like, what would I post? Me just laying down.
I guess you're like in like lingerie, like
I don't even wear lingerie.
Like, lie on a bed.
I couldn't even tell you the last time I got my bra fitted. Like, I don't even know what size I'd be, anything like that. I literally, can we see? I literally wear sports bras everywhere.
Gymshark OnlyFans.
So, Gymshark OnFans, do you want to collab?
Who knows?
Yeah, big no from me.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's your weirdest fantasy?
I can't say But yeah, I can't include that fantasy. I think that's one step too far, and if my mother does watch this, I've always been taught I wouldn't want my mother to see, don't say it, and that is something, Mum, you don't need to know that. You don't need to know that.
Oh, how old do you want to be when you get married?
Yesterday?
Taz?
Where's my ring? No, I actually don't really care. I'm not really I want a big white wedding. But I don't care. Me too.
My wedding's bang. I want a huge party.
I don't really care when it is. Like, I just want one.
Yeah. Just one.
It can be
just one.
It can be after I have kids. I'm not that phased about that.
See, I want it before kids. I do not want my kids to be at my wedding.
Oh no, they'd have to get a
deal with that. Yeah, I don't want to have to deal with that.
It's a no kid party.
But
like
I don't feel like this pressure at all. No. I don't get the people that are like pressuring their partner.
No. In a way, I think to be fair, it will probably get to the point that I'd be like, why the hell have you not proposed to me?
Yeah, maybe if like all my friends were.
Yeah.
Then I'll be like, hey.
I'm not that phased.
No, I'm not phased. If I want it someone that you know, like you like potentially see the future with them, then that's kind of enough.
Really. I would love to get married though.
Yeah.
But we have very different cultures, so it'd have to be two weddings.
I was about to say it'd be really interesting.
Because I'm not going to not have a big white wedding. But obviously he'd want like a more Bangladeshi Muslim vibe wedding.
Oh my god, where they wear all the outfits. Oh my god, I want to come.
I would much rather go on a big holiday for now. That's my priorities at the moment.
Same.
Travelling.
That's the thing, I'm like, why people spend... I'd rather like wait until I have...
A wedding's like 50 grand.
Yeah, they're so expensive. Do you ever get horny in the gym?
In the gym?
You're gonna say...
I don't. I know you do.
Guys, no, there's... if you're my height on the leg curl machine... I swear to God, if you're 5'6", there's something about it.
I'm 5'6". This isn't a thing.
Okay, it does something to me. I swear to God. Like, I've literally had to stop and be like, oh, okay, that's getting me a bit too near to something. I don't know why, and it's not like anything's triggered it. It's just like a...
No, so yeah, I'm 5'6", and that's not a thing for me.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll bet you out on that one, yeah.
I did see one TikTok on it, and I was like, oh my god, this girl's like my long-lost sister. Like, what the fuck? A secret that you've kept from your parents?
Other than things like they don't need to know. Probably the amount of money I spend on things I lie about that all the time. I normally buy fake stuff. Like, if you see me wearing something designer, just know it's probably fake. Like, I'm not spending that much money on that. Like, I'm a cheapskate through and through. I could literally be a multi-billionaire, and I think I still buy fake things.
Yeah, I think when it's so close to the real thing.
Like, they look the same. They're like a tenth the price. But there have been a couple of occasions that I've splurged a little bit of money.
Yeah.
And I have lied to my parents. I think it was like, I was in Bicester Village, and they had like a gilet from Prada that I was like, I need this, and I still wear it to this day. It's been like 3 years. Love it. And I told my mum it was a sixth of the price, and she was like, that's ridiculous. Stuff like that. It's more like things that I've bought that she's like, how much did you spend on that? Or like my camera, stuff like that. She just doesn't get that kind of thing. My mum's also a cheapskate, so she'd be like, why on earth are you spending it? She doesn't understand cameras and stuff, so she won't understand that this is a lot better than my phone.
Right.
So she'll be like, just use your phone.
That's just a waste of money.
Yeah, and I'd be like, but I can't do this on my phone.
Yeah,
she doesn't get it. So that's the only thing I really lie to my parents about, I think. There's so much fluff from this jumper getting in my drink. Every time I drink it, I'm getting fluff.
Okay, your celeb crush. Have you got one?
I actually don't anymore, but let me show you who it used to be.
I'm intrigued.
Right, so it's Sam Smith, but not anymore.
What?
Back when they were like, it was a very specific... So I need to show you the specific area, because one of my friends... Chris can vouch for me on this. I was obsessed with the way they looked at this point in time, but I need to find it. Like, I was just obsessed. I was like, I need my man to look like this.
I wouldn't expect them to be your type.
No, they're not. My type is very much like Mediterranean skin, like Turkish looking man.
Yeah.
This was when I was probably like 16, so I hadn't got to that point in my life yet. I was obsessed with Sam Smith. At this point in time, what's it called? I remember this is one time when I was using Tinder. My sole purpose on Tinder at that point was to find someone that looked like Sam Smith for about 6 months.
Imagine you end up dating that person. That like, why did you like me? Like in the first.
Because you looked like Sam
I saw
Smith.
Potential. You look like Sam Smith.
But yeah, not my type so much anymore.
No, definitely not.
I think I'm more of like it's so funny because like even my boyfriend now, he can tell me exactly who my type is. Like if I show him someone or we're out in public, he'll be like, that's your type, and I'm like, yeah, it is. I have a very specific type that I can't really put my like finger on. I've dated a guy that looks just like my boyfriend as well.
Really?
Like that was also a horrific date. that I had to walk out on because I was like, I can't be here anymore.
I feel like you've had a traumatising
I really have had a traumatising dating life. So if this all goes tits up with a boyfriend, then I'm absolutely done for.
Worst restaurant chain to exist, even if you get hate.
Mine's going to be really boring though. It's going to be something like a Miller and Carter that I can't eat anything at.
How did you two become friends? Wait, I feel like our stories might be different because you're going to leave out
I'm so...
how it started.
Actually kind of embarrassing on my behalf, I must say. Like, anyway.
Living life.
So basically, we were at this event, Just Spice's event. We both went, and I followed Liv, and I was literally obsessed with her. Like, I literally was obsessed. And I was with my friend, like, Holly.
So I think I recognised you because I think you'd, like, tagged me in some stuff on Instagram.
I don't think I tagged you. I was definitely not that bold.
No. You tagged me in a story because you, like...
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah.
And that's how that girl looks really familiar.
Yeah,
and
I tagged you in a story. It was like, you know, back in the day when I was like, oh, your favourite account.
Yeah.
So I was obsessed with Liv, and she walked in really late to this event.
Classic.
And I was standing with Holly and I can't remember what the other girls' names were. So I was standing with like 5 girls and I saw Liv walk in and I was like, that's Liv living life. And I was saying it to all of these girls and they were like, what? And I was like, I follow her, I love her.
I just heard your voice.
I was not drunk at all. Like, I was drunk like a little bit, but I was like, I need to have some more drinks. And Holly was like, go over and say hi. I was like, I'm not going over and saying hi. She's not going to know who I am. That's so embarrassing. Like, I can't just go and say hi. Like, I'm too awkward with things like that. So I was like, right, it was a free bar. So I was like, right, I'm going to have some more drinks. Didn't really think about it. And then I got to the point that I was actually quite pissed. I went over and I was like, I follow you on Instagram, I love you.
Yeah, I remember.
Like, that actually makes me feel sick.
Yeah, you were like,
and I was speaking to, oh my God.
You were going on, but I remember I was like, oh my God,
drunk.
I really vibe. Because I think I was like I was talking to people that I wasn't really like, you know, in like a great combo with, and then you came along. No, I don't think I'll remember. But I was kind of like, you know, I was sort of like getting ready to go, sort of like, my time would come. And then you came over, and I was like, oh my God.
I was like, it's like I was starstruck. Like, I was actually like, oh my God, I've seen a celebrity.
It was like, I remember you were like, live life. It's like,
I was so drunk.
And I was so confused. I was like, and yeah, you we then spoke for ages.
Hammered, for like half an hour.
I remember you were like, I'm fucked, my boyfriend's coming to pick me up.
Now
I know who that is.
Yeah, you know who my boyfriend is.
But then since then, I don't know how we transitioned from that
you
to like...
DM'd me.
Did I?
Yeah, you slid into my DMs. I think you messaged me like, oh my God, it was so lovely to meet you. Like I think it was like a couple of weeks later, you were like, oh, so I actually do a podcast and like, I would love you to be on it.
That was it.
And that was like us like proper first friendship
day.
Weird
because even then it felt so like, we spoke for like fucking hours. I didn't see it as like that was only our second time meeting.
Yeah. But like, I literally just went to her house and I was like, we did a podcast that then was released about 8 months later after we'd been on holiday together and everything.
It was like, also it took about like 3 fucking full working days to edit because there was so much.
So much footage.
So much.
We were recording for like 6 hours. Like, it was actually crazy. But yeah, it's been history ever since.
Yeah. And the rest is history. Did you break up with your boyfriend?
I honestly, guys, no. I get this DM at least about 5 times a week. Probably not a day, not that much. But no, I have not broken up with my boyfriend. I think a lot of people... So I don't post my boyfriend on social media at all because he doesn't want to be posted on my social media. So I am being a good person.
And people jump to conclusions. They're like, they're broken up.
Like, as soon as I don't post him, people are like, oh my God, she's single. I'm like, guys...
No.
I'm happy in a happy relationship. He just doesn't like being posted online. So yeah, I think people just don't get how obviously I share a lot of my life, but I don't share anything about him. Like, the most you'll get is a little bit of his hand. I'm not allowed to post anything. Even like sometimes, even if he'll be in the gym, I'll have to put like a emoji over his face.
That's interesting.
But yeah, I actually quite like having a section of my life that's just like private though.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Because I feel like where my whole life is online, I actually quite like whenever I'm with him, it's very just like, this is like us time and I'm not working, which is quite nice because I think it can get very consuming of like, oh my God, I'm with my boyfriend, like, oh my God, let me post. Like, don't get me wrong, if you want to know who my boyfriend is, it's so easy to
like
find.
The ability to then comment on your relationship.
Yeah. No one needs to know anything about a relationship. Like, it's very much like a me and him thing. But if you want to see him, like I say this all the time, if you're that bothered, type in my name on TikTok and boyfriend, it will come up. I think the thing is, obviously because I've chosen to put myself out there, just because I'm with him doesn't mean he has as well. Like, we started dating. I blocked him on all my social media when we were dating, so he didn't even know that I did social media.
Oh my God,
for
really?
so long. Like, he didn't know I did it. And even then, I maybe had like 10k. And then when he found out about it,
that if I start dating again,
100%. Like,
block.
Like, but he obviously didn't know. So then when he found out, I didn't have like that many followers, whatever. So it wasn't like that much of a big deal. So he didn't really care about being posted. Like, we did like a Camden, like, come to Camden Food Market with us and stuff like that. But since I've grown, he's very much like, I don't want my life to be shared to like 500,000 people. Like, he's like, that's not an option I chose for my life.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I think that's just something I have to respect. Like, he doesn't want to be seen on social media. He doesn't want to build a career out of social media. He's very much like a very private person regardless. So to be put online, and also people have opinions. Like,
That's
he doesn't
the thing,
want
like, they can
people
get
to
weird
know.
messages then.
Yeah. But you don't even know his social media, anything like
No,
that.
I don't.
Like, yeah. But if you wanted to see him, it's very easy to find.
If you wanted to like actively find it, you probably could.
There's literally a YouTube video of us going on holiday on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because we went travelling in Croatia, and obviously like he was happy to be in the vlogs then because no one was watching them.
Yeah.
So he was very much just like, I don't care. Like, it's memories, but now he's like, oh, people actually watch these? Can we not post them?
Let's not.
So yeah.
I've never actually asked my boyfriend if he minds that.
I think yours will be fine.
Because he does
it himself. Yeah,
loves
he's
the
fine.
limelight. So I'm like, yeah, fine. Works well for me.
My boyfriend's very much just like, get me off your camera screen. Like, we don't even really take photos that much together.
Really?
Because I don't know, because when I'm with him, I'm not in like photo taking mode. I'm very much like chill mode.
I get that. That's
so we don't take pictures.
Nice,
Couldn't even take the last picture we had, probably 0.5 somewhere.
Yeah, classic. Oh, anything planned with you two?
We have got one very big thing planned.
Exciting.
That we can't say, not to be annoying.
We can't say. We're going to be like, we can't say, but stay tuned.
Yeah, very exciting.
It's all in the works.
It's taking longer than we would have hoped because
next month is our big month for it.
That's the goal. Next month, what did we say? 1st of April. Yeah. Well, it's not going to be the 1st of March. That's in like 9 days.
No. March is when we like really like.
1st of April is meant to be like our go live.
It's April Fools.
No. Oh my God, they will! It's not an April Fools. No, 1st of April is meant to be the go live date. Well, whether that happens, whether we're organised enough is another story. So it may end up being May.
Yeah.
But it'll be the 1st of some kind of month coming soon that we're going to launch it. But we want to just make sure everything's perfect before we go live with anything. And we don't want to feel rushed. Like, we were meant to be doing it on the 1st of Feb.
Oh my God.
And we were both just this is too much. Like, we want to make sure it's perfect before we go live. We're not in a rush to launch it.
Yeah.
So we're working hard behind the scenes is all I can say. Which is exciting. But we have got some plans. We're planning on going on holiday together.
Yeah.
In May time.
Summertime.
For like 2 weeks.
Which will be fun.
And we're also planning to go and move somewhere for a month in September. But you can stay tuned for that. But that's very exciting.
Yeah.
We'll
actually be able to take our project with us.
Yeah, project will come with us.
Done.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah.
That'll be very fun.
I literally am finding it so hard not to say anything. I'm like,
we're not secretive people. Like, I tell everyone everything.
Overshare. Like, my inner oversharer is like.
So I'm like, I need to say everything, but like, we can't.
Okay, who's more likely to get arrested?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We're both very.
I think
you.
I do think me. I think I'll do something.
You're more
like,
chaotic than I am.
I think it'd be something out of me being like zoning out.
Yeah.
Like,
I think you'd get arrested because of you being you'd forget something. Like, you'd forget to like get car insurance or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you'd get arrested.
It'll be something like essential.
It'd be something
that
stupid that she's just forgotten.
And then I'll be like, oh crap. And then they're like, no, this has been too long. I do reckon it'd be that.
Let's do one last one. I feel like this video is this is going to take me so long to edit, and it's currently Wednesday as we're filming this, so I need to edit the whole thing by Sunday.
Oh my God, I need to. That'll be my tonight.
That's going to be hard. Tonight, that'll take me about 3 days.
Okay, what is your biggest pet peeve about
each other? I know straight away. No offence. Don't take this horribly.
Oh my God, I'm like,
I just fucking hate you.
I was like fully preparing to be like, when you say this one, to be something that like you've never actually shared with me before.
Because my actual pet peeve is how freaking disorganised you are.
Yeah, I was about to say, and how
like,
I just turn up like chaos.
The fact that in our friendship like group, I am meant to be the mother. I am so disorganised as a human, like so bad.
No, but I turn up somewhere and you're like, here's your charger. Like,
everyone else in our friendship group, like it's mainly just us two, but like anyone else we ever go out with is also so disorganised that I end up having to organise everything, which is just ridiculous to me. But like Liv will come out and I feel like a mum. Like I actually feel like I'm your mother. Like it's ridiculous. Like even today, I've got you some batteries for your camera. Oh yeah, good, because it's going to run out of battery. Or like her phone. Whenever we go out anywhere, I have to think ahead the day before and think, okay, what's Liv going to need?
I think the bad thing is,
because she'll come out, where's your bag? You'll come out with a tiny little freaking bag. That's not even that much in a small bag. She comes out with these tiny bags with nothing in. She'll be like, oh, I don't have anything. Like, is your phone charged? No, it's got 10%, it's going to die. I need to find a charger. So I literally have to bring a fucking massive bag with us everywhere we go.
It's like I'm the child.
Like, you're actually a child. I'm your mother. What, like a protein bar to make sure she doesn't go hungry? Or like water. Oh my God, I haven't got any water. Can I have some of your... Like, it's like being a mother. Like, actually a mother of a fully grown... How old are you? 26?
No.
25?
25, thank God. It's fine.
We're the same age and I'm literally your mother. Like, whenever we go anywhere, it's insane. Like, I don't have my SD card. Oh, good, I've got 2. I don't even remember to bring my own portable chargers. But when I'm with you, I'm like, we have to have one each because otherwise you're going to just...
Yeah.
If you don't have your phone as well, you'll be annoying.
I'm like, it's like without
like, you'll be sat there
oxygen, like I'll fucking die.
What was it when we were in like a cab in Barcelona? Your phone was dead for 20 minutes.
Oh my God, I was just staring out the window like...
She was just staring out the window and I was like, not Barcelona. What was it? Lisbon. It was literally 2 weeks ago, right? On this trip, I had to take 8 portable chargers with me. Because every single one of those people that we went with, no one's organised. So I was like, I'm going to have to make sure that I bring enough portable chargers. I literally was bringing like all the plug sockets so there was enough for everybody. Yeah. And then everyone was like, how's your suitcase gone over in weight? It's because I've got shit for everybody in here because I know everyone's going to forget everything.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That is fair. I would say for you...
I'm perfect. There's nothing you can criticise me on.
No. I would say it's something you do.
Is it farting?
No. It's when you pick the hair on your scalp. Or you sometimes make the noise with your teeth.
What? Oh, that one.
And I think I've only noticed it because when we're driving.
Yeah.
And
oh my God, I'm so bad. It's an ADHD thing.
Pull it away.
Yeah. So I actually have given myself a bald spot on my head because I'm just like, you know, when you're just sat driving, you don't have anything to do. I'll just be sat like this. But I literally did say to her, I was like, can you please stop me doing it? Because I don't realise I'm doing it.
But then I think it makes you want to do it even
And then
more.
I'll be doing it. Like, so we'll be driving home from Birmingham or something, like, for like a 4-hour drive, and I'm doing this. She's like, stop doing it. And I'm like, fuck you, I want to do it. Like, and then she's
angry.
Like, and it's just like
and I'm like, I'm helping you.
I'll have a bald patch, I don't care.
I'm trying to help.
Like, oh, I'm addicted to picking myself.
Now I've put the thought in your bloody head.
Yeah, literally, I haven't thought about it all
of
day.
my video, it's going to be you just
literally sat picking my head.
Right.
Oh, it's actually addictive. I'm obsessed.
That's all.
I feel like this is going to be a really long video.
It's going to be so long.
God, this is going to be an interesting one to edit. But
yeah.
I hope you did enjoy.
I hope you enjoyed.
I feel like we did actually spill
quite a fair bit. You know what? I'm scared because I've just like spoken. I kind of forgot what I've said.
This literally is, yeah.
And then
it's
you
like whenever I go on a
like,
podcast.
That's not okay.
Oh my God.
The podcast is the worst. When
that
it's
gives you
out
anxiety.
Of your control.
Out of your control. You don't know what you're doing. But yeah, I'm actually kind of scared that boy and that date's going to watch this.
Oh my God, you're going to get a DM.
Imagine. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy watching. That was an interesting video to film, to say the least. So juicy little Q&A. I think we met the criteria there.
I think we definitely did.
Yeah, if you did enjoy, make sure you leave a big old thumbs up down below and subscribe to my channel. We are being consistent content queens. Both of us, actually.
Every week.
We're being on each other.
I'm actually enjoying the different style of content as well.
I was saying this in another video, and I feel like shorts can get so, like, not shorts, like reels, and like always doing like short content can get too much.
And you can't show your personality as much, which I feel more relaxed with YouTube.
Yeah, like I'm such a chatty person that I feel like on social media, like on Instagram, TikTok, I can't convey the chattiness. I like just be able to like blurt out whatever to the camera. But yeah, as we said before, we are also filming the same video over on Liv, and I'm going to be grilling Liv, and I'm really excited.
I'm actually a bit scared now.
I've literally seen the questions.
She's gonna go in.
Some of them I've asked myself, like when she put the story up, I was like, I have a good few to ask here.
So she could go.
We are going ham. So yeah, I will leave the link to Liv's video down below, so make sure you go and check that out as well. But thank you so much for watching and spending your Sunday with us, or whatever day it is you're watching this. But I love you so much, and I will see you next Sunday for another video. I love you.
Bye.
Mwah.